Okay, it's time for the personal challenge. Let me talk a little bit about why this is a personal challenge. So this is a box of pancake mix. This is an awesome, what is this? Birch Bender's Micro Pancakery. You get this from Whole Foods. My wife loves this. And the reason she loves it is right here. You can make it just adding water. So, making pancakes is not very much of a personal challenge. There's a ton of recipes out there on the internet. I went out there today, I looked up a bunch. They're more or less all very similar, and they all require an egg. And that's one or two steps too far for some people in the morning when they get up. So my goal today is to, number one, figure out how to make pancakes from scratch, but number two, figure out how I can make it without an egg, so that the only thing you have to do is take a mix that you make ahead of time, take it out of a jar, add some warm water, and get going. So let's do that. I'm Busy Dad. Welcome back to the kitchen. I hope as you're watching this, if you like it, you'll scroll down and click the bell so you get notified for new videos. And you'll click subscribe if you want to see more of this. Okay, so pancake recipe in general, not super complicated. Always starts off with some flour. Use a bunch of different types of flour there. I'm not going to be exact with the ingredients today. Being exact is pretty important when you do something like this. I just don't want to read off an exact amount for y'all. All the recipes on the internet basically have somewhat of the same proportions. That's less critical. I'll put a link to one below. So we've got that. We've also got sugar. Sugar is important. It needs to be a little bit sweet. Salt. Coming in over here. Now, could you just cook this in a pan? Yeah, you could. Thing is though, if you look at the back of a pancake recipe, I'm not sure how closely you can see this, but this has sodium bicarbonate and monocalcium phosphate. What the heck are those? Well, those are baking powder and baking soda. Quick chemistry lesson here. Reason these are important is because you want some bubbles in your pancakes. How do you make bubbles? Well, you could try making this with carbonated water. I don't think that would work too well. But if you want some carbonated bubbles in here, you need an acid and a base. So just like how if you mix baking soda with vinegar, you end up with bubbles all over the place. Baking powder and baking soda are a strong acid and base, but they won't react together because they're dry. So once we put liquid in here, that's going to give us a little bit of bubbling. It's going to make our pancakes a little bit more light and fluffy. This particular brand of pancake mix also has potato starch and cassava starch, which I think might be how they're getting around the no egg thing, but we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and whisk this up. I'm going to actually stir this for like 2 or 3 minutes to make sure there's no lumps. I've heard it's better to do that. Then we'll mix in the water, and then see if we can make our pancake. Okay, so I took that mix and I mixed up just enough to make, I think, about 1 pancake, which is what I'm testing out here. So we've got our pan. Heard it's important that this be hot. I have huge problems with stuff sticking. This is probably the best pan I have. This is not cast iron, it kind of looks like it. It's anodized aluminum. I've got a stainless steel pan too, which has been warped a little over time. A warped pan is no good. There is a very good reason why people cook these on griddles, because they're flat. Cooking a pancake, pretty important, things be flat. Okay, let's see how this goes. Got my pan there, got my pancake mix, and I mixed a little bit of coconut oil in here butter would be like traditional. See if that will help it sticking a little bit. I'm breaking my rule about no wet ingredients except from water a tiny bit there. So let's see how this goes. So it should make a noise like that when it hits the pan. And if we've done this right, hopefully we're gonna get some bubbles coming up through that and it's not gonna stick. So check back in just a few moments here. All right, close-up view here. Here is what this looks like. It's got all the bubbles. The edges are crisping up and it is coming away from that pan, so it's time to flip it over. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I think we might have got it. It's a little bit toasty, that's okay. Give that just maybe 30 seconds more on this side and fold that out onto a plate. Okay, so here's what this looks like. Just turn that onto here. I think I like this side a little better, how that looks. They both look good though. And give you something to look at while I put maple syrup on it. And of course, being a New Englander, very important. Actual maple syrup. I'm not going to compromise on that. You can do what you like. And let's try this. Let's see how we have done. I'll just take a fork, slice this up, put it in my mouth, let you know. That is quite tasty. That's good. I think I have succeeded. I've got now a pancake recipe my wife can easily make. All she's got to do is add water if she's feeling super ambitious. Some coconut oil or warm butter in with that. That's good, folks. Thank you for joining me. I think I've met my challenge. Now I just need to make a big box of this, leave it on the counter to use over the next month or so. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this. Join me next time when Busy Dad is cooking. Just to let you know, I'm away for the next week. Summer vacation. Back after that.